Walking in the sunshine, but that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Woke up in a good mood, Sally full of cartoons, kitchen full of noodles, 'cause all we got is noodles. Dinner in my pocket, nothing in my wallet. You don't want no problems, no. Waiting for the one train, surfing on the subway. I don't suffer no ways, no way. Take me somewhere where no one can break me. Somewhere where I can be happy. For now I'm stuck in the matrix. No complaining. Walking in the sunshine, but that was only one time. Okay, it wasn't one time. You ain't showing up late. When you got a suit and tie, I'm super fly. Yeah. Skating on the runway, and it's only Monday. Gotta get paid. We gon' be rich one day. Pull up to the servo, coffee and a milkshake. Super fly, I'm super fly. Every day I'm coasting, living in the moment now. To every girl I ever ghosted, what goes around comes back around. Bustin' with the powers, hair full of flowers. Your man's looking sour, yeah. Everything is groovy, living in the movie. Broke but I'm bougie, yeah, baby. Take me somewhere where no one can break me. Running through a list of my insecurities, and I fell asleep halfway through. Then I woke up with a sense of clarity. I can never be the one for you. Hey, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope, trying to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV. We hope you are having a happy new year. And with the new year comes the first NBA 2K competition of 2020. And it's the My Team Unlimited tournament. It's kicking off on January 25th. So this week, we're going to tell you how you can get qualified to take home that $250,000 that everyone wants. So here's the 2K TV My Team.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Minnesota. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's Utah. They're down there in the 10th spot.
And I think for Utah, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have...
And with pregame,
Head coach.
he is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell and Bogdanovich. They're the wings. Bielitsa is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for the Timberwolves, Golden is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Shea. And it's Culver in at shooting guard. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurt. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. It's not, I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys starting to get nights off.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
On the wing, A.W. Back to Jay. The turnaround. The rebound by the Jazz. Outside, Bogdanovich. We're about 1 minute into the first. Knocked loose. Gobert, the pass to Conley. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, it is always a great feeling when you go the extra distance, double OT in this case, and are able to come away with that win.
Shea kicks to Morris. Back to Brown. Off target from outside. Shea's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Mitchell. And the layup is good.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Here's Brown. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
The Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
A defense unto himself. Rudy Gobert regarded by his team as the Utah Jazz version of Bill Russell.
They grabbed their own miss. Towns with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good, Walden.
Fantastic ball movement. Really unselfish play by Che. But what else is new?
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. And Smitty, the standing reach of Gobert, 9 foot 7 inches. He's around the rim before he leaves his feet.
Yes, Kevin, the most efficient shots in basketball are dunks and layups, and he makes them hard to come by.
Shea passes to Towns. Back to Shea. Here's Walden. Towns kicks to Brown. And the dunk by Shea.
At the rim, Che can be very aggressive and very intimidating.
Conley against Brown. Here's the teardrop. And it's blocked by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Culver gets it to go on the assist by Shea. And this game is tied up now.
And there's an example of Culver's improved upper body strength. Defenses are going to try to be physical with the young man.
High post, Gobert. Mitchell outside. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
And now Utah, fast break. Conley leading the charge. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Minnesota calls timeout. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Whole new look on the... Brown outside. It's not going to go for him. And it's Utah the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Ugly, ugly display. I thought they'd be more competitive, but I was wrong.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Marvin Williams is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Tyreke Evans. And it's Conley in at point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Lakers was phenomenal. He scored 54 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
The strength of Donovan Mitchell going downhill off contact, able to muscle it through.
The pass to Morris. Back to Jay. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Good. Now it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group.
Conley surveying the D. Mitchell's shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Jay outside. Hits it from three-point range. Jay's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. And it's Williams with the ball for the Jazz. Mitchell outside. To the middle. Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got his first points of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Higgins outside, beyond the arc. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Towns with the bucket.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Conley against Brown. Mitchell with it. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Sacramento. And it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back.
That was something else.
Ooh, you know people are going to be talking about that one after the game. Jay flexing his creativity.
Outside Conley. Outside Williams. Back to Conley. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Minnesota making some changes. Walden, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. And Utah with a change here too. Gobert's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Walden. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And it's Brown missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
To the wing on the left. Towns, the pass to Brown. The layup missed. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz out in front. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your men, and not taking these real.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised with how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a three ball, because there's some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Brown. Wallace is out there with Walden. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Culver in at the 2. Pass to Bialica. Back to Conley. To the paint. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Ingles.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Utah leading. 90 seconds now into the second half. Now here's Bogdanovich, guarded by Walden. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
Gobert against Towns. Back to Che. Good D by Mitchell.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
You know, it's tougher to get recognition in a small market like Utah, Smitty. Rudy Gobert says he has to do 3 times as much to draw attention.
And at the same time, his focus is still on team and winning. His leadership is very important to them.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
A different look for Utah. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. Torrey Craig comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Evans in for Mike Conley. Here's Craig, covered by Che. Passes it to O'Neal. 11 feet away. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup. Che's got 19 points.
In attack mode all evening, Che has carried this offense at times.
.152 left to play in the third. High post, Gobert. Another miss by Utah. Minnesota in the lead. Brown outside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 21 points for Che.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ingles finds Evans. From 13. And it's Noel with the rebound. How the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. And the dunk by Che.
I really like Che's finishing ability on the break. He's money and he's deadly.
Jazz trailed by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ingles dishes to Evans. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Payton. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Drills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Gobert in at the center.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Culver with it, now defended by Mitchell. Rebound by Bjelica. Bjelica's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Back to Mitchell. To the inside. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Now the pass to Walden. Now here's Culver. Towns trying to get open. Culver's shot is off. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, and the jam by Che.
They really needed that one, and Che steps up as usual.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. And here is Conley. Gobert with the pass to Conley. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 3. Brown jams it in.
Reading the court well, leave someone open on AW squad, and you're going to pay.
Jazz are going 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
Pass to Culver. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Oh, my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
Here's Mitchell. 107 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
Here's Che. Kept alive, Minnesota.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Brown. That one, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Conley with it, picked up by Brown. Mitchell in the corner to take the lead. It's good!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Here's Conley. Good D by Che.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch. You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
From deep, Che, money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
When it matters most, Che is right there, accountable and deadly.
Utah calls timeout.
Let's hear it for your tournament champion.
17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Can't cash in. Gobert. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And the Jazz start out with the ball. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Attacking in the lane. Che embracing the physicality of this game.
And Brown drops them both. Conley with it. To get it to Bjelica, and does.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 13 points for Andrew Wiggins. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. And the foul called on Che. That's foul number 2 for him. Utah calls timeout. As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Now, here's Bjelica. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. He can't hit that time. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota in the lead. Shea with it. Conley picks him up. And the shot is good. That's 36 points for Shea.
You can't ask for more than that offensively. Che getting the high percentage look.
Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Outside Conley. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Conley's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
Minnesota calls timeout. A minute 20 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. And a wide open look for Shea. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
From mid-range, Shea's not worried about what the analytics say. He's just trying to get buckets.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. From 12 feet out. He can't get that one.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. Just couldn't finish.
It's Brown with the drive.
He's a typical guy to guard off the bounce. Shea catches the defender a little out of position.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Now, here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. Conley's shot is off. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 6. 29 seconds left in the first overtime. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Mitchell. And Gobert kicks to Bielitsa. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And it's well known, Shea stayed in college all 4 years, which generally gets a bad rap. But every person's path is different.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so Minnesota takes the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.